Right, so it's that time. Milton Hyde. I first met Jim and Josie about 10 years ago, and in that time since, we've become really good friends, and I really feel privileged to be able to do this for them tonight, to introduce you to them and their album launch. I think Milton Hyde began not long after that, actually. We were somewhat informally sitting in very late at night, slightly drunk, around a rusty washing machine fire pit in Jim and Josie's garden, and they've come a very long way since then, as anybody who's been following them will know. They've grown massively, although if you looked at the two of them, you'd only think one of them has. So their first EP, Little Fish, as I mentioned, and then we've had Temperatures Rising, but they're such prolific songwriters, such good songwriters, that they've just had to release another album. I think it's time really for you to put your hands together and welcome to the stage Milton Hyde.
You do that again, that was great. We've been joined by other people. Mr. Phil Jones. And Mr. Bruce Knapp. Actually, don't clap him yet, you haven't heard him. You know your hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, Liza Minnelli hat.
Yeah.
I thought of a brilliant drag name for you. Liza Minnelli. Isn't that good? You're very welcome. Oh my goodness me, this is amazing. Thank you so much for coming out. Completely blown away by actually I can't see any of you out there. Nobody there. Oh no, I'm in the wrong place. It's a good start, isn't it? I've got it all tuned and everything.
I put my mic in the wrong position, thinking I was standing up.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Starts when December sun shines warm. Sussex by the sea is always home to me, but I won't miss winter storm. So we'll sell this place to the south, we'll face, we'll head for warmer lands. A new life we'll find. The rain behind, no more frozen hands. We'll all go south. We'll all go south. Head for warmer lands, no more frozen hands. We'll all go south today. Tales are told of the riches we have sold, for better or for worse. Shareholders own, markets rise and fall, but there's little in my purse. Sell those factories, sell financial seas, we hardly make a thing. No production lines, they're just doing fine. We'll make those cash tills sing. Oh yes we will. But it's all gone south. It's all gone south. my heart to know we have to part. Adieu, auf Wiedersehen. Exaggerated cries came from every side. Now we know the pain. One who helped that cause has left these northern shores of France to call his home. And it's plain to see this rank hypocrisy by many has been shown. And they've all gone south. They've all gone south. Adieu, auf Wiedersehen. You won't see them again. 'Cause they've all gone south today. They've all gone south. They've all gone south. Adieu, auf Wiedersehen. You won't see them again. Adieu, auf Wiedersehen. You won't see them again. Adieu, auf Wiedersehen. You won't see them again. 'Cause they've all gone south today. Oh, thank you very much. Well, that went better than expected. Oh, thanks so much. Welcome to the wonderful Grove Theatre, Eastbourne.
Isn't it gorgeous?
We like it. Honestly, the staff here could not be better. It's a fantastic place. What are we doing now? Oh, I know.
You've got a list right in front of you. And it's massive letters right in front of you. Can't miss it.
So,
Sorry, just got to move my baby.
the Holloway. It's our second album, and we owe a big debt of gratitude to our friend here, Phil Jones, for putting up with us, feeding us, and recording our album. Actually, yeah, I put that third, didn't I? So should have come first. Sorry, but putting up with us came first. Absolute delight and pleasure to work with Phil. It's really, really brilliant. So what's this song?
So this song is called A Little Bit Alike, and it's a love song. It's a celebration of the differences between us, because we're not identical, as you can see.
Originally, I wrote this song for the, I think we wrote it for the Canon Dogs. Do you remember them? Somebody, I know somebody does.
Were you married to them?
Andy, maybe I was married to them. Not sure. Felt like it. So, yeah, this is on the album, and on the version we're going to do is a more up-tempo version than is on the album. It's a bit sort of lovey-dovey. This is a bit more Kiki D. Elton John. But like 30 years later, 40 years later. Take the time, make up your mind a little bit, nothing ain't much at all.
I'm pretty small, you're mighty tall.
I'll come running when I hear you call. You like your pictures, I like them with you.
I like it when you tell me what you want to see. Dance a Tuesday, I know the Tuesday
guess it does. A little bit of light, but a whole lot of love. You like it fast, I keep it slow. I want it last, but you get it more.
I like it hot, you keep it cool. We got no money, but we sure ain't poor.
I walk 10 miles to see you smile, make you happy when you wanna cry.
Sun ain't shining, silver lining
To make me happy where you don't need to try. Make you angry as a hornet's nest, drive me crazy when you take all night.
every day, put me to the test.
When you're wrong, well, you're alright.
We know each other for a long, long time.
I sure look cold and you still look fine.
You turn my water
into red, red wine. We fit together like a hand and a glove. A little bit of light, but a whole lot of love. Chalk and cheese.
We go together like a bat and a ball, but we ain't no part for the beat.
Wanna walk there, I'll take the car.
I'll take my brushes, you take your guitar.
You really know how to set me on fire. A little bit too much, but not quite enough. A little bit of light, but a whole lot of love. Maybe it shouldn't work, but I guess it does. A little bit of light, but a whole lot of love. Whole lot of
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Bruce.
Phil Jones, Bruce Knapp, ladies and gentlemen. They'll be back. We've got some depressing stuff to get out of the way before we come back up, I'm afraid. Got a lot of work to get through, I'm afraid, so strap yourself in. Has anybody read Chris Packham's biography, Sparkle Jar? It's a wonderful book, isn't it? That's what this song is based upon.
Adjust the mic.
It's imaginatively called Sparkle Jar. It's a wonderful, wonderful book. If you're not familiar, well, everyone's going to be familiar with Chris Packham, but he, what's he got? He's on the, he's autistic. And it's a fantastic book about the description of somebody trying to find their place in the world and how they fit in.
Yes, a small boy looking at the sort of the minutiae. hands and knees, gathering bugs and bees alone. Breeze upon his skin, moonlight showing him the world.
Marble white, spider waits, camouflage. Does she know what she's waiting for? Window bright, stickleback, tiny lights. Got his fingers in the sparkle jar. Got his fingers in the sparkle jar. Got his fingers in the sparkle
I can't believe how nervous I am.
So we did a little poll on Facebook, didn't we? And to see, basically we're very lazy, and any musicians out there know how hard it is to come up with a set list, so we thought we'd let our friends do it for us. So that's what we did. We put out a poll out there and see what other people might like to hear. And remarkably, some of you actually voted, so thank you.
Chose our songs. Right, so this one is called Say It All the Time. And there are quite a few people in the audience here who are actually featured in the video of this. The original inspiration for this song was Jim just being in a really bad mood one day. And it
Could
was...
be any day.
He sort of worked back and realised it all started when he went to see an exhibition at the Delaware Pavilion.
This is only one of several very middle class songs that we do.
Yes. It was an exhibition by Bridget Riley, and it was sort of he just sort of put the world sort of at a sort of it jarred a bit, and I think he just sort of put him in a bit of a mood.
That's my
But it was
excuse, I'm
also
sticking to it.
when we released this, we did it in aid of CALM, the what is it? Campaign against living miserably,
Yes.
which is it's actually to raise awareness and help those affected by male suicide, which was obviously a very good cause.
I think Bruce was going to join us on this one, but maybe not. Too late.
There's a black dog hiding in the hedgerow. There's a black cloud growing in the sky. Black crows are dancing on the wind. Crash down, rise up, they spy
time.
And Bridget Riley takes the blame. Unwitting cause of this malaise. Vibrating lines, pink, green and yellow. And nothing's in its proper place. I've got to turn this round. I hate to bring you down. I've got to learn the signs. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. I've got to learn the signs. I say it all the time. And I know I'll turn this round. Get my feet back on solid ground. Tomorrow I'll be fine. Tomorrow I'll be fine. I say it all the time. I'm just feeling fine. Tomorrow I'll be fine. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. I've got to learn the signs. Tomorrow will be fine. We say it all the time.
Thank you very much, Eddie. Dedicate that one to our excellent friends. Actually, I must say a big thank you. Our last album, Temperatures Rising, was recorded, mixed and produced by the fantastic John Fowler down here, and he made an incredible job on that. It's just unbelievable. It is. Brilliant. Oh, okay.
We have Bruce back with us.
We've been practicing this one quite a lot, haven't we? Yeah, who knows? Yeah, what's the worst that can happen, right?
You might have seen we released this single from the album and did a video accompanying it. This is the Ballad of Gabriel Oak, and we actually went outside onto the Downs to film it, to try and make it look not like the Downs, but where is it? Is it
Wessex,
yeah,
Dorset.
Wessex. And yeah, found some sort of sheep on a bleak hill and sort of made it look really bleak. And it was actually the day I went down with COVID, so I was looking really poorly. So it was really appropriate. And I got some some very pathetic dancing on a hill.
It was a bit sort of dad dancing-y, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
No offence. So if you're familiar with the book Far From the Madding Crowd, I can only apologise, because we condensed basically 400 and something pages down into, 6 verses or something? Yes. you know, well, I think that's what Hardy should have done in the first place, basically. Yeah, exactly.
That made it much easier for O-level. The sun was bright, the air was still. A wagon stops on Norcombe Hill. Gabriel Oak, he hides with care. Watch the girl make good her hair. He'd never seen someone so fair. He couldn't get her from his head. Vowed one day they would be wed. Bathsheba, please marry me. Gabriel Oak, that cannot be. My wedding gown you'll never see. Bathsheba, everything when I look up, it's you I see. When you look up, it's there I'll be. Then there came a fateful day. Disaster came young Gabriel's way. On the hill there was a cliff. His folk were driven to their death. His clothes were all that he had left. No work was there to be found. He found himself Westbury bound. Gabriel, he spied a flame, helped them with the fire to tame. Bathsheba did look the same. Bathsheba, everything when I look up, it's you I see. When you look up, it's there I'll be. Gabriel took a shepherd's life, swore he'd never find a wife. Then comes Mordred, true and straight, wants to wed before too late. Bathsheba, she makes him wait. And as a regiment rides by, a sergeant takes Bathsheba's eye. He looks her brave upon his horse. The sergeant Troy, his hot cruise force, stole the silver from her purse. Bathsheba, everything when I look up, it's you I see. When you look up, it's there I'll be. The sergeant loved another fair. For Bathsheba, he didn't care. When finally took eternal sleep, Troy from dawn to dusk did weep, and threw himself into the deep. On Christmas Eve, Boldwood planned to ask for Bathsheba's hand. But as soon as it was said, Troy returned back from the dead. Boldwood shoots him in the head. Bathsheba, everything when I look up, it's you I see. When you look up, it's there I'll be. Gabriel Oak did win the day. A patient game, that's Gabriel's way. They married in the springtime sun. Bathsheba, her heart he'd won. And now Gabriel's tale is done.
Just that. It's hard to clap and sing at the same time.
I find it really difficult.
So this is another Dorset connection. Hey,
Does it?
yay for Dorset. We love Dorset. Love Swanage. Swanage. Does it get any better than Swanage? I'm not sure.
So this is called Anning's Fossil Depot, and it's the story of Mary Anning. Well, it's inspired by Mary Anning, who was a paleontologist in the 19th century?
Early 19th century.
Early 19th century, who wasn't really recognised as such at the time. She and her brother discovered a giant ichthyosaur.
That's a swimmy one, right?
I don't know.
I think it's like a swimming one, isn't it? I think.
But she was a remarkable woman. She survived a lightning strike, and yes, just one of these inspirational women. And Jim wrote this after I think there was a songwriting challenge about inspirational women. So this is who he chose.
February lime-based scene stands a woman dressed in green. Mudstone cliffs, still grey skies. At her feet an ammonite. Mary Anning stands alone. Between the tide she gathers stones. Dissenting hammer blows reveal forbidden world shown to be real. Snakes and devils, fingers sold. Vertebraries, Dorset's gold. Knows much more than clever men. The science world was masculine. This world had used her so unkind. Others gloried for her finds, but Mary's hammer chipped away. Knew she'd be proved right one day. Anning's Fossil Depot shows forgotten words that no one knows. No one knew as well as she that God creates imperfectly. Mary Anning stands alone. Between the tides she gathers stones.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So we're going to do
Thank
one
you.
more and take a break, right?
Well, before we do that, one more, we're going to do something special, aren't we?
What, here? Really? In front of all these people? Who said I wasn't very rock and roll? Actually, what are you doing?
We're going to do the rap.
Oh, okay, yes.
So hopefully everybody got a ticket as they came in. So we're going to draw a ticket for somebody to win one of our albums. Well, the Holloway, hopefully. That's what you'll choose.
Yeah, okay. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll.
It is number 741. Do we have a winner? Yay! There we go. And we have another prize draw.
Oh yeah, we do, yeah.
There you go. If you'd like to help yourself. On the table. Yeah, the Milton Hyde goodie bag. This is for people who bought tickets by the 16th.
Want me to do that as well?
You're going to have to do this one as well.
Oh, you do.
Okay. Not that one. So this is a name. So this is for Mr. Nick Kent. Congratulations, Nick.
Hope you enjoy it. Got bang for life.
So this song was inspired by something that someone wrote in our audience book. Now on the table over here we have an audience book. We've taken it all around the country with us, and we asked people for any inspiration for songs for us. So if there's local legends or places or people. We're actually going to be expanding on this hopefully later this year. But this is one that's, we were up at Unsaid Sailing Club, which is on the top above Morecambe Bay. And someone said, why not write about the danger and the beauty of Morecambe Bay? So this one is called Quicksand Calling.
Not yet, is it?
It will
How do
be.
you do this, Ian?
This has all been me singing.
Good. And you keep. Yeah, we did get funny things happen to us, strange things and strange coincidences. And when we played this up in Northumberland at a festival, little festival up there in the middle of nowhere, a lady came up to us afterwards and said she was really taken with this song because she was a forensic pathologist who worked on identifying the poor souls, the poor Chinese cockle pickers who lost their lives out on Morecambe Sands. There's still one missing, one body was never found. So, yeah.
This is a bit talking about people who come to this country thinking they're going to find a better life, but sometimes they're just taken advantage of and they just find themselves completely stuck. Sparkling waters inviting you in, a smooth sandy path guides your way. The girl's taunting cry carries you onwards, goading you out from the land. The tide rushes in. Your eyes
vanishing point draws you on. Keep moving forward, don't look back now. Soon there will be no return. The tide rushes in, there is no warning. Hidden shadows beneath the waves. Under your feet, quicksand is calling. You're another that cannot be saved. Quicksand calling. Quicksand calling. You're another that cannot be saved. The tide rushes in, there is no warning. Hidden channels beneath the waves. Under your feet, quicksand is calling. You're another that cannot be saved. Quicksand
Guys, we'll see you in a bit. Have a drink, a rest. See you in a bit. Will it be said we were found drowned, cast out upon a lonely shore? Will it be said we were found drowned on a wave of lies? A voice said leave. Though truth be told, there's no reprieve. Will it be said we were found drowned? With disbelief, the words we spoke, with heavy hearts, the ties we broke. Will it be said we were found drowned? 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 Very much, thank you. Plenty of room for dancing. Right, I think we'd like to invite our good friends. They're here already. Oh my God, that's how good they are. It's like a well-oiled machine. I wasn't talking about you actually. I was thinking about other good friends. So this is a song that Josie wrote after a very long, protracted phone call to BT. Right? It was a very, 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 very,
Yes.
very bad day
I was not happy.
in Arlington.
So I went for a walk, stamped a lot, and wrote this song. This is a reply to a murder ballad that Jim wrote about Monkinpin. And Monkinpin basically killed a girl, blamed the local widow, who was then burned as a witch, of course. And this is redressing the balance. devil crept into my soul, and my death will be avenged. As darkness falls, you close your eyes, I'll creep inside your dreams. Alone you suffer nightmares, and none shall hear your screams. The moonlit night will hold no joy, its beauty marred with dread. The starless skies will fill with the endless stares of the living dead. I wish you burn in the fiery pit of hell, you devil's spawn. I'll make you rue the very day that ever you were born. You're lying, cheating, scheming, brain, I'll drive out from your head. And your twisted, tortured soul will suffer long after you wish you burn in the fiery pit of hell, you devil's spawn. I'll make you rue the very day that ever you were born. You're lying, cheating, scheming, brain, I'll drive out from your head. And your twisted, tortured soul will suffer. Twisted, tortured soul will suffer. Twisted, tortured soul will suffer long after you're dead. Long after you're dead.
Thank you. Phil Jones, Bruce Knapp. Yeah, bad day in Arlington.
So that one's on the album. This next one is called Temperatures Rising. This is on the Temperatures Rising album. So this one was inspired by the Women's March at in the days of Donald Trump. Yeah. And it's basically a celebration of people power.
I think we should get Alex up here to do the first bit. Don't think he would. You never know.
And it's very warm up here.
Really warm. Strange, made the wrong choices, cried out for change, cried out for change. Drinking the fiction, believing the lies, spoon-fed by media, logic defied, logic defied. And the crowds take to the streets, and there's unfulfilled, rejecting injustice all over the world, burning out bridges, leaving walls, temperatures rising, democracy falls, burning out bridges, leaving walls, temperatures rising, democracy falls. All the cries issue forth, make us great again. Someone's at fault, someone's to blame, someone's to blame. Sweep out the dead wood, get rid of the meek, those who ain't like us, those who are weak. God have the weak, and it's a short step from pure blood and every embrace. Fascism's rearing its hideous face, democracy falls, burning out bridges, leaving walls, temperatures rising, democracy falls. Go, Bruce! Your friend, run to your walls, ride the storm to the end, right to the end. And the crowds take to the streets, banners unfurled, rejecting injustice all over the world. Burning our bridges, temperatures rising, democracy falls, burning our bridges, leaving walls, temperatures rising, democracy falls, burning our bridges, leaving walls, temperatures rising, democracy falls. See, not just anybody can get away with wearing a beret like that and rocking out. See, fancy. I wouldn't. I'd never get away with it. What a legend. What are we doing now? So this came second in our vote, or joint first, was it?
Yeah, I think they got the same. This one is called Littlefield. Yes! And this is another one inspired by a walk. A walk down the lane. But this was a nice gentle walk.
It's more like a wade, actually, if I'm being honest. So muddy down there, isn't it, Valerie? Yep. Littlefield. They left the house in June. It slept silent as the tomb. It sat there empty as the leaves turn gold. Winter did pass by. The days and weeks did fly. People said the house was looking old. Lambs play in the field, bluebells in the wood, new life pushing through, something's feeling good. You know how it goes.
And the birds they sang, and the bells they how dark the night can seem, how dark can be your dream, how dark can be the hour before the day. We struggle with this load, we stumble on this road, how hard in the dark to find your way. A light in the dark, a beacon, see it shine, help you find your way, an optimistic sign. And the birds they sang, and the bells they rang, and the light came on in Littlefield. And the birds they sang, and the bells they rang, and the light came on in Littlefield. See through the tree, a window in the night, a house that once was dark now shares a light. See through the tree, a window in the night, a house that once was dark now shares a light.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to keep it down a little bit and do another little general song. This is, we'll dedicate this to a friend who's no longer with us. And he died suddenly and unexpectedly on an operating table. I still see his cheeky face. I mean, the cheekiest face, isn't he, Tony? But he collared me outside Morrison's in Seaford one day and said, "Oi, Jim, do you want this? I got a 12-string that mate gave to me, which I don't know. That might mean that it was nicked. I mean, he stole my racer once after a party. Gave it back, but it was great. Tony was fantastic, and we wondered if he'd left anything unsaid to his daughter, and that's what this song is. Molly, my dear, I left before you heard it all. I held you in my arms, so much I wish we could have shared. Left unsaid, kept it in. Left unsaid. I didn't get to say, your hair is looking nice that way. I hope you're eating well. Have you thought about what comes next? Left unsaid, kept it in. Left unsaid. And if you ever let the sun go down before you say goodbye, have no regret. that you hold dear. Tell them what they mean to you. Kiss your love goodnight. They hold a place inside your heart. Don't let it go unsaid. Speak your heart. Don't let it go unsaid. And if you ever let the sun go down before you say goodbye, have no regrets. Now I can't be by your side, but I know you'll be just fine, be just fine. Never let it go unsaid. Never let it go unsaid. Never let it go unsaid. Molly, my dear, I left before you heard it all. Thank you. It's like it's all a bit depressing, isn't it? I'm sorry. So, we're going to do a little instrumental. I mean, really little. It's a slow one, but then it's out of the way then. That's all the slow, sad stuff out of the way. You can tell because I'm putting the 12-string down.
Yeah, this, well, the album is called The Holloway, and we just liked the name and the sort of the theme that it's a well-worn path. It's like the picture behind. It's an ancient path that's been sort of worn away into a dip, and then you get the trees coming over. But then we realised that we hadn't actually got a song that reflected that, so this is called The Holloway, and it's just very, very short and very slow because it's so short.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We've come to our last song. I said we'd come to our last song. Someone like it. Oh, shut up. Oi. Is it you? Thank you so much for joining us tonight to launch our album. We're really, really proud of it.
Thank you all for coming.
Yeah, so many people to thank. Can we have a massive round of applause for Mr. Neil Povey for being your MC for tonight? Coaching FM's very own Neil Povey. Most weekday mornings from 9 a.m, but you've got time off for good behaviour at the moment, that's all right?
And we'd like to thank Phil Jones for coming and opening for us this evening and performing with us. And for being wonderful. And we'd like to thank Bruce Knapp. Beautiful playing. Who else do we need to thank?
There's some people at the back.
Yeah,
there,
lights and sound at the back there from Charlie and Amber. And of course the Grove Theatre themselves.
So we're going to be putting stuff away afterwards, so if you're at a loose end and you want to help pack up some gear, then do come and say hello. I mean, I tried to get round and say hello to everybody in the break, but, if I've missed you, then tough. Come and say that's what Facebook is for, say hello, give me a wave. No, come and say hello. If I haven't got to say hello, then come and see me and Josie. And buy one of Phil's CDs. It's a fantastic album, actually. It really is beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. So, our last song. What's he doing?
You can introduce it.
Okay, all right. So, this is a little bit more cheerful than it should be, really, this song, because it's a song called The Happiest Man on Earth, and it's based on a book by a rather amazing gentleman called Mr. Eddie Jaku, who was a survivor from Auschwitz. His tale is, similar to, obviously, lots of many other people who lived through those times. But the thing about Eddie is he died, I think it was last year, at the age of 101. Before he died, he wrote this book. And his philosophy on life, in later years, he suffered with survivor syndrome, because obviously he lost a lot of friends and family. But his philosophy on life was, I'm going to be happy on their behalf, and smile every day for them, because they can't do it. And it's called The Happiest Man on Earth, which is the title of his amazing book.
Freedom, dignity, and faith in men. 172338 burned into my skin. I can't hate, 'cause that just deepens the scars. My wounded heart was finally healed the day my son was born. And I can't forget, but I love you, my dear new friend. And I vow that I'll smile every day, smile for the ones I lost. Happiness doesn't fall from the sky, it's in your hands alone. Ooh, I'll be the happiest man on earth. And I tell my story to those out here, so no one will forget. We cannot change what happened in the past. Holding on to the hate and fear will mean that they have won. I'll turn hate and face that fear with a smile. Ooh. That evil wrong upon this earth cannot be denied. We can reverse and overcome the darkest times in love. And I'll vow that I'll smile
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. The trouble is, if we go off, then you'll just shut up, wouldn't you? So we can't risk that. Okay. So we've got a bit of a special song, actually. We think we've come up with something quite special, because I'm not even going to introduce this song, because I think you'll get it, basically. Oh. She was having a practice. So, yeah, I'm not going to say anything about it, except to say once again, a very special thank you to, well, all three of our sons, who are absolutely incredible.
All here tonight?
All here tonight. With embarrassing parents to jump in front of them. Going through like terrible midlife crisis. Was it too late? It's actually, is it 59? Is that too late for midlife? It probably is.
Yeah. Well, this did start a while ago, didn't it?
Yeah, true. Okay, so but we'd like to dedicate this one to once again to Charlie and Amber, who've been doing an amazing job on sound and lighting tonight. So they know what this is, and they know what to do, and some of you do as well. At Panto time in Eastbourne, a young couple they did meet. Stood behind the forest spot, they began to feel the heat. Just like Aladdin's genie, Panto's magic cast its spell. They gently rubbed the genie's lamp, and now there's wedding bells. Oh no, they didn't. Oh yes, they did. Oh no, they didn't. Oh yes, they did. You can do better than that. The curtains up, the stage is set, so raise the roof, hooray! It's a happily ever after wedding day. In Neverland, he took her hand, and to her he did say, come with me, my windy bird, and let us fly away. So off they took away from Holloway to see the sights. But 2 feet from the ground he flew, 'cause he ain't so good with heights. Oh no, he isn't. Oh yes, he is. Oh no, he isn't. Oh yes, he is. The curtains up, the stage is set, so raise the roof, hooray! It's a happily ever after wedding day. As Cinderella scrubbed the floors and daydreamed of the ball,
And Belle, she learned to love the beast before last petals fall. As a narcoleptic beauty fell asleep at a spinning wheel. Behind the scenes, 2 of the crew found that love was real. Oh no, it isn't. Oh yes, it is. Oh no, it isn't. Oh yes, it is. The curtains up, the stage is set, so raise a roof, hooray! It's a happily ever after wedding day. Mrs. Tippler on clarinet, ladies and gentlemen. Hello! Beneath the tissue paper moon, behind some plywood palms, as the house lights gently dimmed, he took her in his arms. Oh, my darling Amber, come, let's tie the knot right now. Alas, dear Chuck, it's hard to commit to the rear end of a cow. Oh no, it isn't. Oh yes, it is. Oh no, it isn't. Oh yes, it is. The curtains up, the stage is set, so raise a roof, hooray! It's a happily ever after wedding day. And now the script is written and rehearsals at an end. It's time this double act became much more than just good friends. So smile and laugh and sing and dance and never wear a frown. Romance at the Panto is the greatest show in town. Oh no, it isn't. Oh yes, it is. Oh no, it isn't. Oh yes, it is. The curtains up, the stage is set, so raise the roof. Oh come on, for goodness sake. Amber did it. Yeah. The curtains up, the stage is set, so raise the roof. It's a happily ever after wedding day. Oh no, it isn't. It's a happily ever after wedding day. Oh yes, it is. It's a happily ever after wedding day. Thanks, guys. We'll see you again next time.